Yo, what's up? AWO in the house. Aaron Warner in the house. How are y'all doing today? Just on a Saturday night. What's up, guys? Hope you're all doing good. If you're this tonight, guys, I really do. Hope you're all doing good. I'm doing fine. Fine tonight. Okay. Killing it tonight. We're gonna have fun tonight. We're gonna have extreme fun tonight. Extreme. I don't know. I don't know why I'm using that word. I'm just using it because I like it right now. Okay. Okay, sorry for the silence there. All right. We're gonna take a look at videos in a bit. Positive videos. This is not detracting. This is the opposite of detracting. Oh wait, wrong thing. What the hell? Wrong thing. We're gonna look at some other videos from people detracting the Snyderverse. Okay, so make sure to like, share, subscribe, comment below, and we're gonna do this. Like I said, I say hello to George and any future people that come on. I'll show up in the chat in a bit. All right. Sorry for doing this later than usual. I don't usually do a stream later than usual, but I was quite busy today. Quite busy. Oh, we're not laughing at callers. We're not laughing at Snyder caught this today, though. We're not. We're doing the opposite today. I'm not going after the Snyder people today. I'm going. Well, we are kind of, but is that what you think? I'm not going after anybody. This is not really a detracting video. It's just a fun video where we're going to go watch other YouTubers go after the Snyder cult. All right, so I want this stream to get big. Tomorrow, there's going to be AWO Detracts, okay? Episode 4. I haven't decided on who's gonna be and what we're gonna detract tomorrow. I got some pretty good ideas who I'm gonna detract tomorrow, but I haven't nailed down exactly. I haven't put my stamp on it yet, a confirmation. But I have some ideas, and there'll be a confirmation tomorrow of who I'm going to detract tomorrow. So this is not a detracting video. Tomorrow is basically a detracting video. All right, so let's see who else comes in the chat. I don't know where Degrassi is. I hope Degrassi pops up. Okay. Okay. Now, before we go over this video, this video, this is a channel I just recently come across on called Movie Hubbub. Okay, very Superman centric channel. Most of the videos, I think it's just videos, no streams, are Superman related. Yeah, and he just started 2 years ago, so he doesn't make a video very often, but it's very Superman centric, and he goes after the Snyder Cult, people that lie about this movie, people like not just the Snyder Cult, but people like Jarbo, Jester Bell, Snarky, Jay, Grace Randolph, even Tyrone Magnus, Aaron Fisher, people like that. Okay, now Yvonne Blinded on. So if you're interested, this is a very good channel. I really suggest you check this channel out, especially if you like him going after Superman detractors. Well, James Gunn detractors. Check his channel out. Listen to the Movie Hubbub. Help him get to 1,000 subs. He's over 500, so he's not monetized yet. But help him get there. Okay. Gets good views. It gets in the thousands. Doesn't get into 10,000, but gets in the 2,000s. But he does go after Jarbo. So I suggest you check his channel out. Okay, his takes, his points he makes on his videos. Skywalker Jedi is an idiot. Hunter, don't listen to Skywalker Jedi. The guy knows nothing. He's delusional. Okay, and what the fuck? Are you kidding? He's really knowledgeable. And I think Degrassi, I don't know if you're here, but I think you'll like his channel too. Okay. Blinded. Anybody's here, sub to this channel. But we're gonna
burn for it.
Videos. This is one of them. The other one I saw was this one. I think it was this one. No, was it that one? The other one I saw of him was, it had Gesture Bell on it. It did have Gesture Bell on it. It might have been this one. Okay. But yeah, so
to burn for it.
I'm gonna. So this is I'm gonna actually fight. I may regret this because of red, but I'm gonna invite people on. So this video is reacting to the stream I did on Thursday. He's getting decent views, yeah, and I think he's gonna get bigger and bigger. So this video is him going after people that reacted to the Superman clip from the Jimmy Kimmel show when Superman burst into Lex Luthor's office demanding where crypto is. Right? That's what this video is reacting to, and you see in the title, "Gun Superman Lex Luthor Rage Bait Scene." Aaron Fisher and harsh critics. Kristen Harloff. Kristen Harloff's in the title. Reactions. Now I can say the Kristen Harloff is not actually a bad reaction. It's not that bad actually. The Kristen Harloff one, I wouldn't put anywhere closest to Aaron Fisher and harsh critics. They're both fucking delusional people and assholes, especially Aaron and Fisher. This guy is arguably just as bad as guys like Skywalker Jedi. He has a YouTube channel and he's making up a lot of lies and bullshit. Okay, and he gets clowned on a lot on X. But this is him. This is this guy, movie hubbub. Mostly Superman focused. I know it. Okay, it's a good video. But let's go.
Burn.
You're nothing but a mad dog now, aren't you?
ECU fan.
Ooh, a threat. But this old dog still has a few teeth.
There are at least 6 different ways I can stop you right now.
But they all involve deadly force, don't they? And you don't do that. No, you need me. You wouldn't be much of a hero without a villain. And you do love being a hero, don't you? The cheering children, the swooning women. You love it so much, it's made you my most reliable accomplice.
Accomplice?
Welcome back, super friends.
God.
What's the hubbub? 'Tis time to discuss the new Lex and Superman confrontation scene. Personally, I wasn't huge on this clip while still optimistic on the movie. I knew about the desk flip scene months ago, but early screening scoops had stated Lex talked about his philosophy and why Superman is bad for the world to him.
Lex, I tried to stop him.
It's fine, Heather. Superman, we finally meet. Would you like a coffee?
Where's the dog?
dog.
The
Where's
dog!
the
Loser,
dog?
you took the dog!
Where's the
That's
dog?
right, you get
I
all
like
of
that.
this.
Where's the dog?
Where's the dog?
Where's the dog?
I have no clue what you're talking about.
He's just a dog.
I don't know what dog you're talking about. Ugly dog and a cape.
What did you say?
Okay. Let me stop right there because George just came in. So, welcome to the stream, George. How have you
Hello.
been? We've been on a while.
I've been doing good. I was away overseas for vacation. Then I'm coming back, relaxing, trying to get used to my sleeping schedule, preparing for summer camp. But I'm trying to get back. I should have a review out tomorrow.
Overseas? Where did you go?
Ireland. I was in Ireland. It was nice though.
Glad you,
It's some nice Irish air.
glad you have fun. Yeah. Welcome to the.
Still following all the craziness that was happening on Twitter and still happening.
Yeah, I mean, like Ray right now is talking about it's on stream right now live. I listened for about an hour of it. She's talking about Skywalker Jedi right now. I don't know. She still might be live, but I was watching it. She's going after them. Yeah, and you saw the Jarble stuff the other day.
I've been seeing. Listen, like in Ireland, so okay, so we go on a bus ride to location to location, takes several hours. Bus has Wi-Fi. I'm on the phone. I'm looking at Twitter. I'm like seeing like all this stuff about Jarbo, and I'm just like, what the hell's going on?
I have no idea.
And then like I see like all the other stuff that's happening with him, and I'm just like, yo, he's making it worse. Like, this is called shooting yourself in the foot so many times and not knowing when to stop.
He's willing to. This is him. He's willing to say stupid stuff, willing to risk his reputation, whatever he has, just to get engagement, just to make himself look like a bigger fool, just to get the wise out of people, right? And then when people come after him, he goes to play the victim. Tries to play the victim.
Yeah, it's like, I don't get what he's trying to prove here. And I'm sorry, the stuff that he's been saying about RJ has really just made me really upset.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like, you claim to have had this person's back for 4 years, and then like when this person speaks out against you, you're
RJ's like here. People have been warning RJ about Jarbo for a long time. Jarbo is not about him, about others. It's about himself. Really about himself. We know this. We know how he is.
yeah.
Right? His narcissistic attitude, his personality, right? We know this. That's why he plays the victim all the time. It's a trait of narcissism, right? Right? Playing the victim. It's all about this one movie. And this guy, he says he could done it.
And the thing is, it's because he's trying to. He wants. The thing is, this isn't just about Superman. He's so stubborn about always trying to prove a point. Like, he's had this point for years that Superman's not interesting to people. That general audiences don't care about Superman. They find him boring. Yada yada yada. And it's like he's so desperate to prove this point.
Yeah.
It's so bizarre. I've never seen someone be so obsessed about proving a point.
It's like we're Superman. And this guy was never a fan of Superman. He even admitted it. We're never a fan of Superman. So,
but like, you ever see you ever see Malcolm in the Middle? Ever watched it?
Oh yeah.
So you remember like the mom on the show, Lois?
Yeah.
And like I remember there was like an episode. This is probably all the episodes, but one episode that stood out was something about like, I forget what it was, but like she had to be right. Like even when there was proof that looked like she was wrong, she had to be right. It's like, that is Jarbo right there. He has to be right. It's like, what if Superman, like let's just say, makes over $800 million worldwide, which would be pretty good for the movie.
Oh,
like, what's the excuse gonna be?
you should see. You should see when I saw this video already. Maybe yesterday. That's what. In this video, one of the guys that he goes over says Superman has to make 1 billion. And
But it's like, even if Superman, let's just say, makes 1 billion and is the highest grossing movie of the year, it's not gonna be enough for him.
yeah,
It's like, even if this movie makes
made
more
a
than
billion.
even if this, like, whether this movie just makes more money than the Batman, like 800 million, or makes 1 billion, it could even make more money than Aquaman, for all I care.
Yeah, Aquaman. I mean, the opening weekend suggests the opening box office week suggests should be on pace to break Aquaman's because Aquaman only made in the 400 million range. Thunderbolt's almost caught
No, I'm
up.
talking about the first Aquaman.
Oh man, well yeah, I mean like that was an anomaly. I didn't think that was that was an anomaly.
That's the Aquaman that I'm talking about, because that's.
Yeah.
But he's just got this weird obsession about trying to prove a point that Superman's boring and general audiences just don't care. Like, he's not an interesting character. It's just so weird.
But the problem with Jarbo doesn't realize you cannot have a DC universe, a cinematic universe without Superman in it. It doesn't work.
And now he's trying to say that, like, the news of the Batman Part 2 is bad for Superman. It's just like, what?
What? That's a ridiculous statement. They have nothing to do with each other, right, George? When the movie comes out in 2 weeks, basically in 2 weeks. Batman comes out in 2.5 months. 2.5 years.
If anything, I think for general audiences that don't really care about what universe the Batman's going to be in, I think that makes it more exciting, because
his point is Batman is a more popular DC character. People care more about Batman. The general audience cares more about. Yeah, but it doesn't mean the general audience doesn't care about Superman, right?
But here's also the other thing to understand. If anything, I think this helps Superman. I think this actually helps comic book movies in general, because comic book movies, I think they're trying to have a resurgence right now after being very inconsistent the last few years. Whether it's Marvel or DC, we're seeing what could possibly.
If Fantastic Four and Superman both do well, that's a good thing for the comic book genre.
Well, because first of all, like, Thunderbolts, even though it didn't do well in the box office, got really good reviews.
Yeah, in general, people that saw the movie liked it.
Even Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers liked it.
I think he likes a lot of stuff Disney does. He just can't admit it because of his.
But if Superman, Fantastic Four do well, and then, like, look at next year, you got Spider-Man: Brand New Day, Avengers: Doomsday, Supergirl,
Clayface.
The next year you got the Batman Part 2,
Secret
Wars. It's like,
and that's it. I think that's it for 2027 as of right now. But yeah,
like we're seeing what hopefully I hope is a resurgence of the genre, which would be really good, because comic movies help the box office a lot.
Here's the thing. Big blockbuster movies help the box office stay open. This is a matter of fact, right?
Yeah.
Popcorn movies are the reason box office stays open. I mean, the theaters stay open. Yes, that's funny. That's totally sideways.
This is also happening at a good time where we're starting to see other movies start doing better in the box office. We saw Minecraft did very well. Sinners did pretty well.
Yeah.
F1's off to a good start at the box office this weekend.
By
the way,
Lilo Stitch did very amazingly well.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
I don't like. I'm sorry. It doesn't need a live action.
Did that make 1 billion or just missed it?
I mean,
I don't know.
I don't know, but the point is, it's like, this is a real. I think we're starting to see a box office resurgence in general.
Here's the thing,
and look at what this month's gonna be. We got Jurassic World Rebirth.
George,
we got Superman and Fantastic Four.
But this usually follows a pattern of the movie calendar. Usually around spring and summer is usually when the box office goes up. Usually, right? It's a pattern. Usually every year, right? Like the first few months is usually dry, right? Like dry, not well, with the money, right? With theaters, with movies. Usually around springtime because that's when the blockbuster season starts.
But
That's
I'm but
usually when
I'm
we
also
see the
but my point is like we're seeing movies that we didn't expect to be
yeah
box office successes becoming big box office
yeah.
successes. And here's the thing: we also got later this year. We got Wicked Part 2. Wicked did very well in the box office last year.
Wicked Part Two will probably do better than Wicked Part One.
Listen, I'm not saying it's going to make $1 billion. Don't be surprised if it does make $1 billion.
I wouldn't be surprised.
You got
Wicked Part One only
Zootopia.
made what 600, 700?
You got Zootopia 2. The first Zootopia made $1 billion. Look, if Moana 2 can make $1 billion worldwide, Zootopia 2, regardless of how good it is, I think can make $1 billion.
Yeah.
Trying to think if there's anything else.
What's Jurassic World on pace right now?
Avatar. We still got Avatar.
That's a guaranteed. That's a guaranteed $2 billion.
So
That's
like,
guaranteed.
But again, I don't get what this fascination back to the point. This fascination of Superman, because if Superman does well, the genre is going to do, I think, well. I'm not just talking DC. I'm talking about Marvel. Like
I don't know. If Fantastic Four doesn't do well, that actually the Superman doing well and Fantastic Four doesn't do well, that may cancel each other out. That's for me. That's a concern. If Fantastic Four doesn't do well, that me is a concern for Marvel.
Well, here's the thing. I actually think Fantastic Four has been marketed very well.
Yes, I do too. And I don't think it's going to do terrible. I think it's going to do well.
I think Thunderbolts, they did not do a good job marketing.
They
had good trailers, but the thing is, they didn't market it like they're marketing Fantastic Four.
They marketed about 2 or 3 weeks out, majorly before the movie came out.
What?
Fantastic Four they're not doing that.
I mean, Superman, they're just going all out. Like Superman's probably got the best marketing campaign that I've seen.
And they're having
any
screenings.
superhero movie.
They're having screenings all over the place, like in the U.S. and wherever they have screenings. They're very confident in the movie. Warner Brothers, highly confident.
And again, this isn't like, remember how the reports came out that David Zaslav was high on The Flash?
Yeah.
This is not the same kind of thing. They're really high on this movie. Like, they're doing behind the scenes. The cast is doing all this fun press. There's a lot of like fun stuff. They're doing like Full House parodies. Like,
I don't even think Guardians got this much attention with James Gunn at the helm.
Well, also here's the thing: Marvel did not let James Gunn run a studio. This is James Gunn running this show.
Mm-hmm.
And listen, I don't know how James Gunn's going to do marketing for the other movies. Like, I don't know, what he's going to let other directors do with their marketing. But if this is how DC is going to market their movies from now on, then this is a big positive.
I think Supergirl will get a big marketing push. She should, and Clayface. I think Clayface should. I really would think they should do big marketing pushes for all DCU projects in the Batman. I think they should. I think Supergirl will get it.
Well, I think this is going to help Supergirl out as well. If Superman does well and it gets great reviews, I think Supergirl's going to do well in the box office. I don't know about Clayface just yet.
The thing that might hurt Clayface is the rated R rating.
Yeah, but also because it's
Joker got it, but we'll see.
Well,
but Clayface is not Joker.
Well, here's the thing. Unfortunately, I think Joker. The second Joker, not the first Joker. I think that kind of hurt movies like Clayface. But who knows? I think people will tell the difference and know that Clayface takes place in the DCU. I hope they do.
Clayface awfully sounds a little similar to The Substance, right? And that was a well-received Oscar movie. Not a lot of people saw it, because it's an indie film. What they have to do, what they have to market for Clayface, they have to market. I mean, look, the thing about Clayface is an actor they hired an actor nobody really knows about, right? It's kind of like he's not a known name. I've seen him in one film and that's it, but he's not like somebody that's well known, right? So they go with somebody relatively new for Clayface, so that could hurt the interest a bit. They probably have to put around good actors around them to get people to see the movie. Like I know Millie Alcock is Supergirl, right? Millie Alcock is Supergirl, right? Uh, I know Millie Alcock for a little bit from House of Dragon, but that's it. But they put in Jason Momoa. They casted a big name actor, Jason Momoa. You might have to do that with Clayface. You might have to cast big name actors to play supporting characters around the actor who's playing Clayface. Take on the role of Clayface. Clayface, right? Because Clayface is the one I'm a little more cautious about. I think they're going to put a lot of marketing right behind Supergirl, for sure. And then, I don't know, they'll probably announce a film for 2027 in DCU, but I think in 2027 they'll probably heavily market the Batman Part 2. And they're not going to release The Brave and the Bold in the same year as the Batman Part 2. Let's get that out of the way, people. If you ever heard that thought they're going to release two Batman movies in the same year, no. A small issue is James Gunn is everywhere of the marketing a little too much. Yeah, well, yeah, you're right. That's true. That's true.
And now they're like freaking out about like the clip that you're showing. They're like flipping out about Superman being upset. Like Superman can be upset.
Yeah, well, according to some people, Superman is not allowed to be angry. You know, not allowed to be upset. It's not allowed to be normal. So yeah,
This kidnapping was
this is not a detracting stream, guys. This guy, the video, if you just pop in this video we're going here, it's not a detracting stream. This guy, Movie Hubbub, actually detracts people going after the Superman movie. And his channel is Superman focused. So I should actually sub to him. You too, Degrassi, if you're listening. Sub to this guy.
not a part of that info back then, so unsure till I see full scene context on how much I like the scene. Later, I will react to Aaron Fisher and harsh critics again. It's your guys' words that I'm disagreeing with. If you feel there is
harsh critic,
added context and have your own rebuttal to me, that's fine. In a friendly way, I don't care. No need to feel cowardly towards our views as commentators. We can stand by them or not. If you guys were making valid points, I'll happily give you credit when due. It just seems to me you are on a mission to hurt the new movie for simply not being Snyderverse.
Yep, that's pretty much that's pretty much it. The case, not Jarble's case, but with harsh critics. Oh, don't use that's not. Yeah, I see that for sure. Harsh critic and Aaron Fisher are saying, yeah, Aaron Fisher for sure.
Christian Harloff laid out some pretty good points, however, and I think we're in a hypercritical analysis mode from Snyder fans in particular. Let's explore this.
So Superman is pissed. That gives a new definition, I guess, to avoid his dog. When you're looking at that scene, you get a lot out of it, right? You see clearly that, as we mentioned many times over, where Crypto's going to have kind of a big part here in an emotional attachment.
By the way, did you see the new guys? Did you see the new Superman clip that was shown today with Crypto and Superman in one of the robots in the Force of Solitude? I think that dropped today. Go check it out, guys. It's online. I know a little low right now. Sorry.
And has to him, and he'll mess with anybody's dog, much less Superman's. The thing again that I read in these last two, the trailer and this scene, is that Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor is really going to start to shift the focus, almost even away from Superman. I mean, the best part about that scene is watching Lex keep his cool.
Yeah.
He knows what he's doing.
Yeah. Like Lex should. Lex does that. He knows how to get under Superman's skin, okay? He knows how to get to him.
He knows that he's getting under Superman's skin, which he loves to do. He also doesn't ever get angry back, which he easily could have. There were shades of when Superman first walks in, by the way, of the Richard Donner.
Oh, by the way, the thing is, Lex is setting up Superman there too.
Christopher Reeve, Gene Hackman scene from the first Superman when Lex is planning all that stuff before he puts the kryptonite on him, and he walks in and has this big
I'll show you.
Look what I can do. You should be scared of me.
That said, now let's take a look at some situations in other Superman mediums with Christian.
You see her in the back, right? Superman bursts in here yelling, smashes the desk, confronts Luthor. Luthor's calm. The girl in the back, right? The woman in the back, right? She has her phone out. Video recording this on her phone. This is a setup to make Superman look bad in the public. That's the idea of the video. The video, okay? I don't think Snyder fans can understand that. We'll be able to understand that. Superman is very intelligent, but very intelligent people, when they're angry or mad, could lose sometimes sense of things. Like when you're mad or angry, sometimes you don't think straight all the time, right?
Or actually, I have a theory. Maybe Snyder fans are upset because this is something that maybe Jesse Eisenberg's Lex should have done to tarnish Superman's reputation, but just couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Because James Gunn's doing it better.
Mm-hmm. Get him on tape. Get him on tape. Get him recording, right? Get him on that, because then you could release it for the whole city to see. Not just the whole city, the world could see, to make Superman look bad. To give the impression that the world's view of Superman changed just based on this.
Reaction in mind to dive a little deeper. Let's start with the Donner classic scene.
There's two of them?
I think we might get in trouble. I might get in trouble for these, but I don't know. He's not monetized yet, so he's not going to get in trouble.
Yes, Superman, double jeopardy. Even you, with your great speed, couldn't stop both of them. While I, on the other hand, could stop them with my detonator.
All right, Luthor.
Well, he might be
Where is
monetized. He might be monetized with the 500 subs. Because he has 500 subs, so he could get groups, membership, and super chats. So he's halfway monetized. But when we get to 4,000, 4,000 hours, but he probably has the 4,000 hours, but 1,000 subs, you probably can't show clips like this for longer than a few seconds. And I'm making in trouble for sure.
Where's a detonator?
He's looking for a detonator, right?
You diseased maniac.
Remember this.
Do you really think you could hide it from me by
This
encasing
is the kryptonite scene, right? The kryptonite scene.
it in lead? I'll mold this box into your prison bars.
I guess people forgot that in Superman, George, he throws Lex. He just basically throws.
Yo,
Lex.
he's pissed at him. No, Superman the animated series, that version of Superman got mad plenty of times.
Oh yeah. Do you remember the end of Superman 2? He just goes back to the diner to confront that guy.
That was my favorite moment of the movie.
You would think that stuff Superman wouldn't do, right? Like, that's very out of character of Superman, right? Like, see, like in this scene, yeah, he doesn't yell, but he's clearly pissed. But he does something worse than what you see in the James Gunn Superman. He throws Lex. In the James Gunn Superman scene, what we saw, he doesn't throw Lex at all. He doesn't put his hands on Lex. Okay? Yeah, the kryptonite. Yeah.
I told you.
Lex has always been known to get under Superman's skin. That's how he is. And that's what Nicholas Hall is doing, at being calm, collected, in his view, in control. Because he's setting up Superman. Okay? I mean, there's real life situations like that.
It's kryptonite, Superman. Little souvenir for the old
Like
hometown.
Lex Luthor is a manipulator. Okay.
I've spared no expense to make you feel right at home.
Well, look at that. The door goes flying. The whole point is Superman tries to intimidate Lex and it doesn't work. Also in Lois and Clark, we saw Lex test.
Yeah. Like, Lex doesn't feel intimidated by Superman. Okay? Okay? Hasn't felt intimidated by Superman at all. Okay? At all. So that's the idea. So this is Gene Hackman's Superman, of course. Lex Luthor in the 1978 film, the Donner film.
Testing Superman.
This is a Dean Cain movie.
Superman, come in. You want to know how strong I am, Luthor?
Vance's story. Well, this Luthor has hair.
You want to know how fast I am?
What the hell?
No, watch. Trying to prove a point. And then Lex was trying to prove a point to him.
Does that conclude your demonstration? The tests stop now.
Lex makes
Well,
a great
that'd be
point.
nice, but what if they don't? If I were you, me, I admit nothing. No, but let's assume that these tests continue.
You see? Even though Superman showed him how strong he is and how fast he is, Luthor is not intimidated at all. Why? Because Luthor is very intelligent, smart, and you'll see later what explains why. I guess it's Superman.
You can't be everywhere at once, Superman. As long as you stay in Metropolis, innocent people will die.
Here we saw the.
See? That's how Lex gets under Superman's skin. And you see Superman, well, he doesn't look pissed, but he looks like, yeah, he's right. He's right. I know what you're trying to do.
Lex was pretending to not be behind it, knowing that Superman is aware that he is, to make him lose his cool.
Yeah.
Ultimate rage, baiting Lex. In Batman vs. Superman, he nearly initiates his heat vision as he is kneeling to Lex as well.
Here he makes a great point here. Because this is something that Snyder fans, I think, forget or just overlook. George. We saw this scene. You've seen the movie. I've seen the movie. Everybody here in the chat probably watched this channel, seen this movie. So this scene right here.
Oh my goodness.
The Snyder fans are angry. The Snyder fans are mad at the scene with the Lex Luthor scene, right? The Lex Luthor scene, right? In James Gunn. But they overlook one thing here. They forget one thing here. Let's take a look, George.
The babe. Ripe fruit, his hate.
Well,
2 years growing, but it did not take much to push.
Now, this Lex is acting a little differently, but the point is he's still getting under his skin, right? He's not, right? He's talking more how Jesse Eisenberg would.
Little red notes.
A little bit more psychotic, if you ask me. A little bit more psychotic.
Big Bang, you let your family die! And now, you will fly to him. And you will battle him. To the death. Black and blue. Fight night. The greatest gladiator match in the history of the world. God versus man. Day versus night. Son of Krypton versus Bat of Gotham.
You think I'll fight him for you?
Yes, I do. I think you will fight for that special lady in your life.
She's safe on the ground. How about you?
Close, but I am not talking about Lois. No. Every boy's special lady is his mother.
Look how angry he's getting. Pissed off. He's losing his cool. He's losing emotion.
To me, when he folds out instant
Look
Polaroid
that look.
pictures.
This look.
Martha.
To me, when he
That's the look of a man angry, pissed off.
folds out
This
instant
look. Huh? Yeah.
If looks could kill, then Luther be dead.
Martha.
To me, when he folds out
That look is a man pissed off, angry, about to lose his cool. That's what it is. Okay.
instant Polaroid pictures, it's quite cringe-inducing with his follow-up of
A stoic Superman would not make a face like that. Even though the criticism of Superman in the Snyderverse that he is very stoic at times. But there's been times where he has shown emotion, has shown non-stoic. Like, just the problem is he's been too stoic in this universe, where it takes away from what the character is about.
Martha.
And look,
Superman screams, "Where is she?"
Look,
and Lex acts goofy.
it's on the ground.
He stays kneeled pathetically at
He's
the feet
getting
of
angrier
Lex.
and angrier.
I
And
think
guess
being
what,
an early
guys?
career Superman within first 3 years
Oh yeah! Oh George, look what happens.
and Lex
He
acts
yells.
goofy, he stays kneeled pathetically at the feet of Lex. I think being
Yells,
an early
pissed
career
off.
Superman
And guess what?
within
He looks like he's ready to fry him. Oh, I guess the Snyder fans forgot about that, where he loses his cool here. It's attacking his mother, right? He's getting his mother's been kidnapped, right? I guess it's because of James Gunn. I guess James Gunn's directing the other movie. It doesn't matter, right? As long as it's James Gunn, it doesn't matter. Just forget about this. Let's pick and choose. Let's pick and choose. You see the hypocritical point of the Snyderverse, the Snyder fans, the Snyder cult, right? Like,
the thing is they're so selective in their outrage of like.
You know what's also funny, George? You might be selective at their outrage, but it's almost like they forgot. It's almost like they forgot what
How do
happened.
they forget a movie that they've been saying is an 11 out of 10 movie for 9 years?
Because they're not the brightest bunch.
I mean, good lord, it's like, Star Wars fans have spent the last almost 8 years hating Last Jedi. Snyder fans have been spending the last 9 years hyping this movie up. It's like, I know the trends.
Yeah.
This is the culture that we live in at this point.
Yeah, exactly.
We're either going to hype up or bring down movies.
first 3 years on the hero job, it's closer to how Clark was in Smallville scenes with Lex.
And Lex in Jesse Eisenberg's Lex, even with Superman looking to fry him with his laser, with his heat vision, Lex is still not intimidated, not afraid. Knows it's getting to him. Okay?
So why did Jonathan Kent always seem so stressed?
Here, Smallville.
I mean, was raising the perfect son really that much work? I wonder how much of a strain it put on his heart.
Oh, look at that.
Are you blaming me for my father's death? Are you?
Look, even
You're the guilty one, Lex, not me. And this time you're gonna own up to what you've done. I know you killed Lionel.
As you can see, the way Tom Welling plays his scene was to let some emotion out.
Mm-hmm.
Superman does have these outbursts where his idealism takes over. His mind processes the situation as, I know what is right, and I'm calling him out on it immediately.
Yeah.
While Cavill has played the role rather stoic for the most part, we have seen countless iterations where that's not the case. It's usually a knowledge gap with Snyder-only fans as they were exposed to character primarily.
See, he even mentions it that the Snyder fans' knowledge gap or purposely forget, even in their love for the Snyderverse, that they forget Superman at times has gotten emotional. What do you think snapping the neck of Zod is? And then having tears after that. Does a stoic character think like that? No. Okay? Like, A stoic character would just show no emotion, nothing on their face. So yeah.
Through Man of Steel and Batman vs Superman, it's just a narrow mindset of what they've been
Yeah, they do have a
exposed
narrow
to.
mindset.
I traced the video feed from level 3. You were watching us the whole time. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, look! Look at here!
She also pulled the security records from Belle Reve. You were there the day those psychos escaped. And you helped them somehow, didn't you? What'd you promise them, Lex? Enough serum to last the rest of their lives? You're being irrational.
A lot of the anti-gun Superman arguments tend to talk out of both sides of the mouth. Aaron Fisher is suggesting the tone of Superman 2 had no silly or fun moments.
Superman 2 was not silly. So I'm not sure. I don't know if this is true or not. You know, this is what people
Superman 2 has silly stuff.
And based off of that comment alone, Superman 2 on steroids, and then saying it's silly and very big, I don't think that this is true. Or this person didn't. All right, guys. So over here on X, here's the first thing I wanted to show you. This was another look at Superman, 10-second little preview, and Superman actually says "good gosh" in this. He says "good gosh" right in there. Good gosh. You can't be serious with this dialogue.
Oh my
like the dialogue.
God.
This was like written by a 12-year-old. That's what it sounds
Oh
like.
my fucking God. He gets so upset. This guy gets so upset, George, over 2 words. Good gosh. What? Superman says kind of corny shit at times. Okay? He does say that. Also, Superman 2 had some humor in it. In fact, so did Superman 1. Okay? Superman 1, he was clumsy as shit. Clumsy as hell, right? There was some humor in Superman 1.
Yeah, he was bumbling at times.
Yeah. And that was on purpose, too. There was humor in Superman 1 and Superman 2. Okay? I mean, like, Superman 3 clearly was humor. I mean, it was a bad movie, but they got Richard Pryor. He's a comedian, so obviously. But there was humor in Superman 2, okay? There was some fun stuff in that movie.
Like.
So this is Planet Houston.
He says that because it's a good movie and he doesn't like guns.
Yeah.
Film getting that comparison.
A very strange surface.
Get your butts off the road!
I like the globe that flashes red like our Krypton sun, but not this irritating noise. Make way.
All right.
A weapon of some sort.
Also, if this Superman reacts strongly, you call him unhinged. If he's in control, such as, oh gosh, he's now being too beta for you. Which is it?
Good gosh.
Post
the story, fast.
Superman just says that because he's reacting to a giant kaiju. Good gosh. Okay? Like, come on. Aaron Fisher gets butthurt over 2 words. My God.
You got that flying saucer deal up on the roof?
Yep.
Grant? Group? Come on.
Grab the board, Jimmy.
How many does it hold?
5 or 6. 6.
Okay. Lombard, you two.
Lombard.
Why the hell would...
Hey, loser.
Hey, Steve.
Welcome to the Daily Planet.
Just some background within various iterations of Superman to keep in mind. The haters just keep moving the bar to do anything.
Perry, I'm the boss.
Yeah, it's true. Whatever he says, I do. I'll do that.
Hi, I'm Clark Kent. Let me introduce you to my pals.
That lets them tout this as a flop.
We're trying to work, and then it's like you're coming over here. And
Jimmy's always...
Jimmy with the sass.
It's crazy.
We're just hanging out, you know.
I'm clowning on y'all if this don't hit $1 billion. Because if it don't hit $1 billion and it flops, that means there was no purpose of a reboot.
Oh my God. That's the dumbest take in the world. So a film has hit $1 billion for the reboot to succeed. You know what? This is why these people like this. I mean, I don't work in the industry, but it's people like this that don't work in the industry. That's why they're on YouTube, because they have a feel on everything. Okay, they don't know how it works. Well, I guess, George, this movie has to make $1 billion for it to be for it not to flop. I guess 999 million is not good enough. 998 is not good enough. 899, 888, whatever. Under $1 billion is not good enough, right? $1 under $1 billion is not good enough. $1 under $1 billion is considered a flop.
Well, I'll say this. I was looking at my theater, and more people have pre-ordered tickets for Superman than Jurassic World.
Oh, I'm not surprised.
For like opening day. But certain people will say on YouTube in their community posts, they'll say pre-sale tickets for Superman are slow in my area. How about your neck of the woods?
Also, the thing is, ticket sales pick up usually a few days before the official release or a week before. Like, it always happens. Always happens.
But then again, this person's already hating on the movie before it comes
Yo,
out.
this guy's a Snyderverse guy, so yeah.
No. The person I'm talking about is a certain someone who has been hanging on this movie, and his name's not Jarbo either. He claims to be a person that works in the industry, but has he done really anything relevant in the industry?
This is UFC. Won't watch the stream due to Blanc Beast Leia Taporia. It sounds like UFC. But thank you for the $2 super chat. Red. Degrassi, I don't know if you know about this channel. It's a good channel. A movie hubbub. It's kind of new. Well, he's not new. He's been around for 2 years, but he only has 582 subs. He's a big Superman fan, and he goes after people like Aaron Fisher, harsh critics, Chester Bell, people going at people. Yeah, the James Gunn Superman detractors. He goes after people like that. He's a prick what he is, with no life. Who? Oh, Sean. Sean, he claims to work in the industry. He's not in the business side of industry. Dude, I give it a fucking janitor for Marvel Studios to say
that's what I'm talking about, because it's like Sean's trying to find all this stuff in his area. But it's like some areas are a lot different. And are you really telling the truth about the tickets?
Yeah, I can be. I can be like, come on, like this guy. Yeah, he claims he's not in the business side of things. Like, okay. Now,
well, and also here's another thing. I have a feeling that some of these anti-James Gunn Superman fans, when the movie's successful, they're gonna say general audiences are dumb. They're gonna make it be like, were audiences dumb to support Superman? Like, I can see Garbo doing that, saying like
yeah, that's Garbo. That's Garbo.
I mean, because he thinks he's so superior to everyone else.
I got my tickets, Derby. Don't worry, I got them. Good.
By the way, his failed movie is probably the worst movie that's ever come out. Even worse than Batman and Robin and Fan Four Stick.
Yeah, I mean, it's worse than probably any other movies. But Degrassi, this guy right here, harsh critic, said, if this movie doesn't make $1 billion, there's no point of rebooting the DCU. What? It's good that these guys don't work in the industry, because if you have major high expectations, you're going to fail miserably.
And they should have just stuck with Zach's plan.
You should have stuck with Zach's plan. You mean the plan that failed, that failed, that the fans nobody cared about, the fans majority of people did not like? Yeah.
Listen, these people, if Zack Snyder said, thank you, but I'm not interested in coming back or whatever, they would probably hold Zack hostage and say, direct.
Oh, look, are you saying they're going to pull Misery? Even Kathy Bates?
Or you ever see King of Comedy with, like Misery and King of Comedy are like the perfect examples of obsessed fans, like forcing creators against their will.
I mean, that's what I thought Skywalker Jedi was going to do when he tried to find when the studios where Zack Snyder owned the quarry. I thought that was his plan. I thought that was his plan. To tie up Zack Snyder.
Careful how you word this because
like I mean, this guy is sick enough to go in the bathroom and try to get. I don't know. This guy's sick enough to go to one of those Snyder events a couple years ago.
Oh yeah, he followed someone to the bathroom. I heard about that.
Two people, yeah, into the bathroom. Yeah, two people, yeah. Yeah. I mean, he's creepy. He's creepy and not mentally there. So, I mean, the misery case of comedy analogy, it's not so far fetched with a guy like that. I don't.
The harsh clown show. So the last Marvel movie that came out, even with good reviews, did not hit $400 million worldwide. Now you say, if Superman doesn't do $1 billion in this genre, it is a flop. That is one of the
Clockwork Orange. You know the Snyder fans are there. See from Clockwork Orange where he's being forced to watch something in order to get cured. Yeah. Yeah.
dumbest arguments I've heard to date. We aren't even in the superhero boom to easily bank on movies.
You see, the thing is, Thunderbolts did not do at the box office, but Marvel's still putting him in the Avengers Doomsday movie. It's like, okay.
The superhero genre is struggling if Marvel is having a tough time, and you know it. Incredibly high standards.
Skywalker Jedi wanted Dave the film junkie to punch him. That's what he wanted. He also was Dave. It was film junkie. He followed into the bathroom. One of the guys he followed into the bathroom. That's fucked up. It's fucked up. He should have called security. I mean, I'm sorry. He should have called security and escort Skywalker Jedi out. Get him kicked out. I'm sorry. That's creepy. That's creepy.
It's for someone that likes a Lex who pops Jolly Ranchers into grown men's mouths.
Yeah.
I've truly never seen a movie so hyper-analyzed as this new Superman. The only thing that may equal it is when Gunn rolls out his version of Batman. Oh, I can't wait for the reactions and over-critical mouth breathing for every nanosecond. As always, though, look up, not back. Eyes to the skies as we march on.
Alright, so this is Movie Hubbub. Somebody else has subbed to him. So yeah, he makes.
I subbed to him. I put his channel in the chat.
So yeah, his videos are basically Superman related, but he does go after people. I mean, he does go after the Snyder Code or the James Gunn Detractors, things like that. Maybe it's Degrassi. I don't know. I'm kidding. Degrassi, I think you like his channel. Be right back. There's some funny stuff I like that. More Detractors. Okay. Let me see.
Yo, people outside my house, like the neighbors or something, like I don't know what they're doing, but they like screaming at some kind of party they're having.
Oh, okay. Here's some ridiculous stuff. Another one.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Wait, is this the same account that said to like boycott the movie or like?
I don't know if it's the same account, but I think it's from the same Reddit page. Yeah.
Oh, and remember when a certain someone who works on film sets said like was hinting at James Gunn being a racist.
Hey, it might be the same guy.
I can see that. Yo, his burner Reddit account. Like how Kevin Durant has 100 burner accounts.
Oh, Kevin Durant. Yeah. Yeah. So this is from, I don't know. You don't need to sub to him. He's 195 subs, so I'm not going to promote him because he's 195K. So 195,000 subs, I'm not going to promote him because he doesn't need it, obviously. But just check out this video if you want to. All right, so.
Racist. Expose.
Removed for being a false, deceptive, misleading, or this fills me with hope.
Oh yeah,
my favorite part about half of
I
these
saw
hate
this.
posts is the fact that they don't really have any like valid points here. I feel like 90% of the time it is literally just the new Superman is making a weird face. That's my defense statement to why this movie's not good, dude. Ichiri.
Superman has a weird face. The movie's gonna suck because Superman is making a weird face. That's it. It's a flop. It's a flop. Superman's making a weird face. It's a flop, guys. That's it. Cancel the DCU.
Pick one shot of the trailer that's edited. I can't stand his stupid. Jesus Christ! Straight to the point, bro. Bro, you to cartoon.
Oh.
What? Do we? Uh oh. On defense force.
Oh my God, he does.
Okay,
he does.
That's an interesting plot twist for the average Zack Snyder defender. That's interesting. Oh my God. This is just an argument after this. Jesus Christ. All right, let's move on from that. How's it going, guys? Peep is a rage bait here. The new Superman movie releasing later this year has a lot of people
a day ago, okay.
Included. Super hyped, mainly because it's being directed by James Gunn. That's how you know it's in good hands.
Yeah.
James Gunn is a very well-known superhero movie director, well-known for what he did with Guardians of the Galaxy and The Suicide Squad, which are both very well-received movies. The main reason why a lot of people are genuinely hyped for this movie is because it's turning over a new leaf for what DC movies are. You see, DC movies have a reputation of being very dark and gloomy, and truth be told, it doesn't have to always be this way. I don't really know where this trend started, but we really could use a more lighthearted.
No, it's not the live action version. What? Why are people saying this? It's not. No, it's not the live action version of the animated series. No. Who's saying it? No, Hunter. It's not the same. It's not the same Superman. This is a live action Superman, and there's the cartoon Superman. They're two different Supermans. One for the animated series, and this is for the movie. What's up again, Sideways? Sideways. I didn't know where you went.
Hearted DC movie for once. And that's why I'm genuinely hyped for the new Superman movie. But there are a group of people that genuinely have a problem with James Gunn directing this movie. And it could be none other than the Zack Snyder fanboys. You see, Zack Snyder's DC universe is well known for being alright.
Look, this guy.
It's alright. It's nothing crazy. Definitely not like a crazy milestone.
Yeah, he didn't shit on it, right? He didn't say it was terrible or it was bad. He said it was alright. That's alright.
Dark Knight or anything. Yeah, that's really it. It's just his movies are alright. But it's one of those things where if you're genuinely a fan of this movie, which by the way, you're allowed to be, right? You're allowed to like things. Then you know what's up with these movies.
Yeah, you're allowed to like things. Tell to the Snyderverse, right? You're allowed to like things, right? Right, George? Snyder people don't seriously think so. They don't think that.
But it genuinely becomes a problem when you go out of your way just to absolutely bash and boycott this movie, just because you're low-key kind of stuck in the past. So today, I want to talk about the Zack Snyder fan base and how recently they've just been tainting the DC fan reputation. But before we do that, make sure you subscribe to the channel because we do have a tradition here. If I hit 196k subscribers by the end of this week, I will eat the most liked comment. Literally comment whatever you want. I don't care. I've eaten the worst of the worst. So try to surprise me at 196k subscribers. I'm also about to hit 200k subs, so help a brother out. Help support local businesses. You feel
free. This guy is not a Snyder versus
So in order to continue this video,
but I think he just wants to talk about because he's definitely interested in the Superman movie. So, yeah, I mean, I don't really need to promote him to get to 196k. I mean, he has 195k. So I'm not gonna go out and say get this guy to 200k, 200,000 subs, George. I'm not gonna say that. Guy has enough subs already, man. If you're a smaller channel or whatever, yeah, maybe. But like, this guy's close to 200,000 subs. I'm not gonna be like, go subscribe to this guy.
Yeah, we have to find our way over to the Snyder Cut fan base real quick. And I can't stress this enough. If you love the Snyderverse, you're allowed to like it. Right? I'm not gonna bash someone for liking something. But unfortunately, at the same time, this subreddit is well known for having very bad takes. Honorable mention, superheroes should kill. Changed my mind. I don't think brother knows how superheroes work. I'm pretty sure that's the main reason why a lot of people didn't like Zack Snyder's Justice League is because for some reason they made Batman kill. For those that don't know, Batman is infamously
not
known
in Justice League. Not in Justice League. It made him kill in BVS. He didn't kill any human in Justice League. He killed in BVS.
Not killing. Zack Snyder broke the one rule that Batman has. But that's not what we're here to talk about, right? Because the Snyder Cut fan base created its own little bubble.
I'm not gonna watch
All
it.
they do is just go after James Gunn for absolutely no reason. Superman's a crybaby now. Who asked for this? Now, unfortunately, this is a leaked clip. I don't think I'm allowed to play this because that's how my channel might get deleted.
This is, unless you all want to know, this is not a detracting video. We're looking at others detracting Snyder detractors, and we're enjoying their content. This is positive content, George. Positive content.
Yep.
But basically,
something we don't do on here. Something that's very rare in pop culture talk. People go over positive stuff. Positives, right? It's always negative, right, George? Always negative.
Someone being a negative Nancy.
In the
yeah, exactly. Instead of being a Debbie Downer, we're being the opposite of that.
Linked clip. Superman is getting very emotional, more specifically about his dog, Crypto. The dog from Fortnite. There's a lot of emotion in this scene, honestly, and I feel like that's a good thing. James Gunn, that's what he was going for with this Superman movie. Very emotion-packed scene, and yet the Snyder fans still found a way to complain about this.
I know, Degrassi. When Batman blows up, in 1989, Batman did clearly kill people. That's true. That's true.
But I think we established that Tim Burton didn't read a lot of comics.
No.
It's like, I got Batman.
Snyder fanboys are so fucking delusional, it's cringe. This movie's gonna be a masterpiece. Gunn did say that Corn Sweat would blow us all the fuck away. I guess he meant with tantrums and non-stop screaming. I told y'all, this new Superman's an emotional man baby. Homelander would be proud. Dude.
Homelander? Look at.
Oh my god, this entire comment section is just so toxic. Jesus Christ. James Gunn is listening to us. We criticized his Superman flying scene, and now we removed it. Oh yeah, I remember this. In one of the reveal trailers for Superman
fans did.
Oh yeah.
So cringe.
He literally dropped 2 bombs directly in front of 2 henchmen. Yeah, Degrassi.
Man, he did have a bit of a lazy eye in this scene. I don't think that's the reason why he removed it, because Snyder fans will
complain. James Gunn was listening to Snyder fans. That's why they removed this. Oh, yeah. If James Gunn literally listened to the Snyder fans, if he listens to Snyder fans, why is the Snyderverse not back, right? Right, George? If he listens to them, when does Snyderverse be back?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. I know, he literally sticks a tricky dynamite bomb to the Circus Strongman and Batman Returns. I know. He literally also uses a Batmobile to light the guy on fire in the beginning. You know the guy who spits out the fire? He did the Batmobile when he turns the Batmobile around and he turns on the engine and the fire he He uses the fire from the back of the Batmobile to set that guy on fire.
In the subreddit. The opinion of Snyder fans is valued far more by James Gunn than the opinion of his own
Oh
fans,
my God.
in which his actions have shown them as hypocritical and mindless and less important. After how we roast last trailer, Gunn is about to cancel the whole movie. Bro,
I'm sure that'll definitely happen. Yep, he seems to listen to us. He's gonna cancel the movie.
And the way this guy's talking, it's like, oh, it's gonna happen. Like sounds like the arrogant prick at the high school.
Hey, Degrassi, George, everybody. Yeah, you're right. You're right, George. The way he wrote that. Yeah, guys, I have breaking news. Breaking news. Superman's been canceled. Oh wait, no. Superman's being canceled, guys. It's not coming on the 10th anymore. Only the people that get to see it before the 10th and the special screenings and stuff get to see Superman. For the rest of the public, it's being canceled. It's being canceled. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry to break the bad news there, guys. I'm sorry to break the bad news. We're not only the people that get to see it before the 11th, before the 10th, because technically it really does come on the 10th. Before the 10th, we get to see the movie. So Degrassi, you're lucky. You get to see the movie before everybody else. But everybody else, me, George, Sideways, whoever's seeing it, who's ever seeing it, supposedly got tickets. Yep, we expect it to be fun in the next few days because it's been canceled. It's been canceled, guys. It's been canceled. James Gunn's listening to this, guys, and he just broke the news. I'm going to. All the major trades are breaking it. Hollywood Reporter, Variety, Deadline. Okay, they're all breaking it right now. I'll prove it to you guys right now. Oh wait, there's nothing there because it's bullshit. These people don't know what they're talking about.
They don't know what they want.
Yeah.
It's like deep down, they just want to continue to talk about this movie.
This movie's gonna be
Like here's the thing, I'll be on YouTube and I am still subscribed to this individual. I'll see him like ranting about Superman, the new Superman, and all that. You probably know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, for sure.
Or like making like posts about it. It's just like, why still talk about it if you have no interest?
Yeah, exactly. Ironically, he had Jarbo had not a stream, but he had a premiere video talking about Batman Part 2, Akira, and something else. But he pushed a thumbnail, Lex Luthor in that thumbnail. But Lex Luthor is not mentioned in the title. Superman's not even mentioned in the title. Not even Lex Luthor. I'm like, I know what he's trying to do there. That's something to do with the Batman. And you got people are sucking up to him. One we know very well, kissing his ass, seems. He always has temper tantrums on whenever he's right. We know Degrassi knows what we're talking about. He talked about him in the DM group. You saw George. We know what I'm talking about.
What are you talking about? The dislike ratio is like not bad. The entire comment section is just positivity, bro.
Yeah.
What are y'all talking about? You think James Gunn went to the Zack Snyder subreddit and just took the criticism of those guys?
It was like 500 something. What was the ratio on that? It was like 500. Okay, let me see. 535,000 to 18,000. Yeah. Sure, it looks bad for Superman, right, George? That's very bad for Superman. That's a bad. It should be 535,000 dislikes and 18,000 likes, right? That's what it should have, right? Not the opposite. It should be really that, right, guys? These Snyder people are idiots.
It's the entire comment section.
They need help. They need to touch grass.
They do.
Is just positivity, bro. What are y'all talking about? You think James Gunn went to the Zack Snyder subreddit and just took the criticism of those guys in their little bubble?
Yeah, James Gunn crashing Jarbo's hole. Oh, that's what it stands for. Yeah, good one. Yeah. James Gunn goes all day on the Snyder Cut Reddit to see what these people are saying. Yeah, that's a good point. I should change this. I should cancel the movie. Now we got to this. Now, George, we got to this thread. James Gunn is a racist. Let's see what he has to say.
James Gunn is a racist. Expose. removed for being a false, deceptive, misleading, or unproven.
Oh my
That's
god.
crazy, bro.
So
This dude's username is fuck
Yeah.
gun. Imagine
fuck gun.
your entire personality literally just being a D1.
You know, it feels like this guy might be the racist, right? You kill somebody racist, you might be the other racist. Oh, maybe it's Sean O'Rourke.
One hater.
It has to be Sean O'Rourke. It has to be Sean O'Rourke's alt account on here, Reddit account.
For a director. If you don't like his movies, just don't watch it, bro. What are you
They're gonna fucking watch the movie.
Yeah, everyone's gonna hate watch this movie that doesn't. Yes. If he's going after this movie, it's so weird. I've never seen like they got a much more of a hate thing than the Phantom Menace did for Star Wars.
Yes, yes. The Phantom Menace are not as delusional like these people. I'm sorry. Like, I don't agree with what their politics, whatever, what they say, but the Snyder Code is a lot more delusional than them. I would say. Okay. Yeah, at least, but the Snyder Code do play out some Phantom Menace tactics too. They do use their tactics to make their points. Like they're gonna boycott this. You shouldn't see this. They're gonna accuse the theaters. If the movie does well, they're gonna accuse the theaters of buying tickets. I mean, and you're gonna hate watch because the Phantom Menace hate watches. Or sometimes they got caught not watching. Apparently, who was it? Apparently, Critical Drake. I think it was Critical Drinker. Was it? Can it be Critical Drinker or Yellow Flash got caught lying about watching Ironheart?
Yeah, I'm gonna pretend to watch something and say I saw it.
Yeah.
On about? Went to my local Walmart and bought the very last Superman toy. I saw a kid crying because he was hoping to buy it. I felt bad for a second, then I realized he's a gun fan, so I laughed at him and broke the toy in front.
Dude, like George, if this really happened, if I understand, if I was the father of this kid and I saw this guy doing it, this guy is getting a fist to his face. I don't care if you're gonna kick me out or charge me. Okay? You know what? The police, you know what? They might drop the charges and be like, you know what? That guy deserved it. We're not gonna press charges.
The police might lose their composure and they see all this stuff that they're saying and be like, this guy might deserve it.
Yeah. I mean, the Walmart employees might be on your side. You're right. The people there might be on your side if this really happened, right? If this really happened, I mean, I'm sorry. If it's a father of his kid and he saw somebody do this to a toy he was willing to buy, and you do something like this, you deserve to get smacked in the face, punched in the face. Okay, you deserve an ass beating. Honestly.
Yo, it just annoys me when people try to force things into fruition. They're trying to force this movie to be bad.
Yeah.
It's like they're like ESPN who keep trying to force a Giannis trade when Giannis says at the moment he's not asking for a trade.
Fucking ESPN. You know what they do? Basketball related. So, yesterday I woke up to the news Masai Ujiri gets, let go by my Raptors, right? Rogers, right? So when I was watching First Take, they don't even fucking lead off with that. They lead off with Dallas, Jonathan Cooper flag. In the first round, or
by the way,
that he got drafted 2 days ago on Wednesday.
And by the way, Dallas ain't no contenders. I don't know why the hell they keep forcing this down people's throats.
But don't you think First Take should start from Masai Ujiri, now a free man?
First Take, I think First Take needs to end.
All they do is fucking talk about basketball. They don't talk about anything else.
Good Lord, like they're like the sports version of Snyder fans. They're forcing stuff into fruition. They want to force a Giannis getting trade into fruition, just like Snyder fans are trying to force this movie to be bad into fruition.
You know what I hate about First Take? I like watching First Take, but I hate sometimes their format. The first thing they talk about when they go on air, right? They talk about that first thing. And then the next hour, the beginning of the next hour, they talk about the same thing.
They've always done that.
Yeah. I'm like, what? Do you think that a person's opinion change over an hour? Like,
unless like someone else comes in like the next hour that wasn't there for the first hour.
Is it been proven on shows like First Take that the answers that they give are not what they're really thinking? They're actually the producer tells them the answer like this, a certain way.
Man, I don't even know, nor do I care, because they have just lost their minds.
I think it's been proven on shows like First Take that when somebody's being asked a question, the answers they're given is not really what they're thinking. It's actually a producer yelling into the headphone, telling them this is the answer we want you to give.
But
I wouldn't be surprised.
No, Snyder fans, they're like ESPN at this point. We're gonna force this stuff into fruition.
Oh, by the way.
Whoa! I just saw a comment that Degrassi just made in the chat, and now I'm like, my mind is like flipping out.
What did he make? I didn't see it.
Kara Singh Jarbo's hole.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. That's CGH. I'm sorry, I'm not.
I'm not even gonna get into that on the live stream. We can have talks about that later, or in the Colts group. By the way, did you see my headline?
Yeah,
I've been part of the Colt for 4 years, and it's way better than the Snyder Colt.
Let's continue with this.
In front of him, dude. This has to be a rage bait, bro.
Of course, it's rage bait.
No way. This has to be a rage bait. But knowing the Zack Snyder fan base, this probably isn't, bro. Can someone just use Google VEO3 and create Snyder's Justice League 2 and 3 for us? Is that too much to ask for? These guys would much rather watch an AI-generated Zack Snyder movie than the new Superman. That is far lengths of hating, bro. Jesus Christ. You want an AI version of Justice League 2?
The alternative is nothing.
Alternative is nothing.
Yeah, that's because you're getting nothing. That's the alternative. You're getting nothing. The alternative you're getting is nothing. So this guy is like, at least this guy Spock Yoda is getting to a point where he's acknowledging AI version might be the last hope. So maybe he's getting close to the idea that's not happening.
Yeah, I would take the alternative than that bullshit, bro. What? This fills me with hope. Now, my favorite part about half of these hate posts is the fact that they don't really have any, like, valid points here. I feel like 90% of the time, it is literally just, the new Superman is making a weird face. That's my defense statement to why this movie's not good. Dude, you cherry-picked one shot of the trailer that's edited. I can't stand this stupid... Jesus Christ. Straight to the point, bro. Jesus Christ. Bro, you jerk off to cartoons.
That's funny.
What? Do we... Uh-oh. Lolicon Defense Force.
Lolicon Defense Force?
That's an interesting plot twist for the average Zack Snyder defender. That's interesting. Oh my god. This is just an argument after this. Jesus Christ. Alright, let's move on from that. Now there is one last point I do want to make real quick, and it's really just one point that the Zack Snyder fans just will not stop talking about. So I am gonna censor, obviously, but in a recent trailer, Lois Lane, you can just slightly see her panties in one of the clips. And obviously, I'm not a creep, so I'm gonna censor it out. And this is like a point that like Zack Snyder fans will not shut up about. If anything, it's kind of creepy how Zack Snyder fans are the ones constantly talking about Lois Lane's visible panties more than actual James Gunn fans. As a matter of fact, I found this one page who just keeps bringing it up. Let's get something clear. This is from Superman's marketing team that was filmed, checked, and distributed by them. There's no way they didn't notice Lois flashing. Stop your pearl clutching, and if you have an issue, take it up with Gunn and his team. They knew what they were doing. White Knights, commence your outrage. If Basic Instinct was a CBM, oh my god,
I gotta see that.
Gunn and his team, they knew what they were doing.
I gotta
White
see this.
Knights,
Basic Instinct. Lois Lane, Basic Instinct. George.
I got breaking news.
What?
Matt Jarbo has officially blocked me.
Congrats.
Oh my! I'm like, no, because I click on. It's like I've been blocked, but it's weird. It says like I can view public posts, but I'm blocked from engaging with them, and I can't follow or message him.
Good.
Like, what is this? Like a half block? Like, what the hell is this?
No. Blocking now. You can still get blocked, but you can still view their posts. You just can't reply or message.
Yeah, he blocked. I'm part of the club.
Yeah.
I've been blocked by Jarbo.
commence your outrage. Basic Instinct was...
Wait, I'm gonna... Just a minute. All right.
A CBM? Oh my god. The more I scroll, this dude will not shut up about the new Superman movie. Like, this dude is like a D1 hater. Jesus Christ, that's crazy. I just really got for it.
Rent free. I mean, the Superman movie, like, rent free in the Snyder Cult's head. It's funny. What, Red? I don't know if you're listening, but why did you make that about you? It's about George getting blocked by Jarbo, not you, Red.
No, because when you spell blocked, it says block red.
Did I say that?
Yeah.
Block him
you
too.
said BLOCKRED.
Yeah, block him too, just for the fun of it. Or just mute him. Troll him. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna block Red. All right, is there another one? Okay, let me see. One last one. There's a lot of them I've been watching the past week, so I apologize. I suggest you guys check out Firewood Media. He's good. He's good. I don't know. Okay. I'm seeing if I have any. You know, let's go back to Movie Hub Up. Let's go back. Let's see what this one. I haven't watched this one, so.
What is this? What the hey, dude? You
Oh, is it
destroyed
a
the
Japanese promo?
Well,
I haven't seen this one. I haven't watched it.
I was sent here to serve humanity and to help the world to be a better place. That is why I do what I do. I cherish it more than anything.
Superman.
Wait a minute.
The most powerful being on planet Earth. To somehow become the focal point of the entire world's conversation.
Japan did a better trailer than we did.
I will not accept that.
Hey, buddy. Eyes up here.
No matter what you do to me, Luther, your plan won't.
To move the dog.
Sorry, I'm gonna get in trouble.
I am loving the CGI of the kaiju scene. I enjoyed seeing him use his super breath to move the dog out of the way. We also get to enjoy the banter of Superman towards Krypto. It's also in character with his Midwest type of upbringing. He stopped short of cussing, in control of his frustration. Very nice. In a reaction segment that leads into an update, let's take a look at Harsh Critics' recent rant.
Harsh Critic?
Grace Randolph on her live stream, she did a poll and asked all of her audience, because I mean, she's almost to 1 million. She has a big audience. How many people are going to see Superman, and how many people already had tickets? Shockingly, more than 80% of our audience said they didn't even have a ticket. Only 17 or like 13% said they had a ticket, which the people that have a ticket, they don't matter because they're a part of the pre-sales, because they bought during the pre-sales. So they don't even matter. That 10 million to whoever has a ticket, it just don't matter because you're included in that pre-sale pool, which is quite low. But 80% of our audience
Degrassi
said,
are you listening to this guy?
They didn't have a ticket. They was thinking about it and stuff like that.
Relying on a channel fan base to give you an accurate estimate is quite laughable. I am a gun optimist channel. I don't pretend to be something else. I give my counter perspective to the Snyder Bros segment.
This guy, Harsh Critics. This guy is trying to be so serious with a suit and tie, you know? Like, he's important. You know, George? Like, his word is final. What he says is true. That's speaking of arrogance. That's cockiness. Okay?
I'm sure if you ran a poll here or somewhere else like Boba Talks, a much larger channel.
Yeah, he's good point.
The numbers would be flipped. Probably 85% would have pre-sales tickets already.
This guy makes a great point, George. It's a channel that people are watching. If you're on Grace's channel, most likely the people, yeah, this guy might be right. But if you're on a positive channel, on a positive gun Superman channel, it'll be the opposite. It'll probably be the opposite. So, us, yeah, it's a good point this guy's making.
Harsh Critics poll, you guys maybe 0.5%. That type of channel poll means nothing and is a clown argument.
Yeah.
Again, I separate Snyder Bros from...
Grace is not the best source of information either, okay? Like, seriously.
Snyder fans. The Bros are a small segment who normal Snyder fans don't even like. There is a rumored estimate now that takes all available data tracking, including the Raps report from a week ago, and Amazon showings factored. It states that Superman pre-sale ticket sales may have already hit 12 million. There is, of course, still time to go as well. So potentially it could close in upwards of 22 million in pre-sales numbers by the end of the sales period ahead of opening. That would be a good sign if it works out. If Superman can hit the 130 million domestic opening range, like the Batman did, it could potentially have a worldwide run of $700 to $800 million. I'd consider that a triple in baseball terms. The studio would be happy with a double, which is around $550 to $650 million likely. A home run would be 900 million to $1 billion. I just think it has too many factors to overcome for home run type of numbers. Anywhere between a double and triple would be fantastic. The goal is a good enough first outing to build more DCU movies off of. It's not just one movie, it is setting up the next movies with a rehabilitated DC movie brand. That's the goal and function of Superman.
I thought we might do an interview.
That shot everywhere. I can't believe.
Like, state.
I thought.
Taking the mantle? Well, his son Will has a cameo.
I said to David, you don't need my blessing, but you have it. He's a Juilliard-trained actor, which sits...
Christopher Reeve's in it.
Only Snyder bros who want to claim a flop by their idiotic standard will say it needs to do $1 billion. No sane fan expects that. We should all know DC is rebuilding after a horribly ended, defunct DCEU. What gets lost in the shuffle is money put aside and consideration of it being good, which would rebuild the DC movie brand. Here, Aaron Fisher says, Lex being involved in everything is a rip-off of Batman vs. Superman.
The other comment that DC Studios made was Lex Luthor has his hand in everything. Ultraman is sort of his thug, a powerful presence, but Lex is behind every bad thing happening in Superman, directly or indirectly. And so we're going to take a look at this. Now, what's crazy about this is Batman versus Superman all over again. It says Lex is behind every bad thing happening in Superman, directly or indirectly. That's exactly what happened in Batman versus Superman.
That's exactly what happened in the first Superman movie, you fucking idiot. 1978. Lex is behind everything too. Okay? And for also, of course Lex would be behind everything. He's Superman's arch enemy. It's just such a stupidest take.
Long before that movie started, Lex knew who every one of these heroes were, and he was pitting them against each other. The extended version of Batman vs. Superman is my favorite superhero film of all time, and it is very multi-layered with its storytelling.
No, it's not.
All James Gunn is doing is ripping off all of these other filmmakers and these other stories. He's not doing anything original.
This is quite telling of many.
Guy hasn't seen the movie. He doesn't know what he's talking about. I guess he has forgot that George. I guess he's forgot 1978 Superman. Superman wasn't Lex behind a lot in 1978?
Yeah.
I mean, he was very, very influential in Superman 2. Yeah, Zod was there, but Lex was involved big time there. Was very influential into the plans there with Zod and all that. Of course, BVS, because why George? Why is Lex very influential in Superman? Is it because he's his arch enemy, and he's supposed to be, right? Isn't that the reason why, George? He's not copying Zack Snyder.
These are precedents that have happened way before Zack.
Yeah, exactly.
Many Snyderverse fans. They aren't aware in comics and animated shows and movies that Lex has always manipulated behind the scenes, even if he doesn't directly throw the landing punch.
Thank you. This guy just made my point.
Can be assured he was behind it. That's just simply a knowledge gap displayed in Snyder-only fans. Also citing Batman vs. Superman, even with improved extended version, as your favorite superhero movie of all time is just wild to me.
You were never a god. You were never even a man.
And polarizing to fans alike. We are in a situation where the new DCU is starting.
Okay, let's read some in the comment. See some of these comments. Look at the comments, guy. Yeah. That's funny. It's funny. It's funny. Like Aaron Fisher's a fucking idiot. I don't think he's watched Superman. I don't think he's ever read Superman or watched Superman and other things besides BVS. Because that's one of the stupidest things he ever said about Lex and Superman's relationship. Oh yeah, and you do see here, Jester Bell here. Pedro Pascal is gross and creepy. Yeah. Oh my god, I'm sorry. But yeah, yeah, you could tell Aaron Fisher's just saying this shit to get a reaction, or he hasn't read the comics of Superman, watched anything, or hasn't even watched past movies. I guess he hasn't clearly watched 1978 Superman. Clearly, he hasn't watched the 1978 Superman. Clearly. All right. Thank you for coming on, George. I appreciate it.
Yeah, anytime. Like, no, well, first of all, thank you for showing me those channels because, like, the reality is that a lot of these Snyder fans, these Superman haters, because some of them aren't Snyder fans, they just like want to prove a freaking point. Jarbo, but like just to like show that like they're just how bad they are, and I'm glad that channel's got a lot of views. Like, most people assume that a lot of views have to be like a lot of views, but it's like, no, getting over 1,000 views on your videos, whether it's 2,000, 6,000, that's impressive. I'm surprised this channel doesn't have more than 1,000 already.
Yeah, I'm surprised too. I think it's a guess. As long as it makes more videos like that, it gets 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 views. I wouldn't be surprised. Maybe it gets closer to July when Superman comes out. I wouldn't be surprised if it gets a major boost in subs, because he does some good stuff. Really good stuff. Does some really good stuff. Go ahead.
But I feel like this also exposes that these people don't watch other Superman media at all. They really don't. They never watch Smallville or Superman the animated series or the Christopher Reeve. All this complaining that people do about that they're copying off of like the Reeves Donner movies. It's like the Reeves Donner movies actually was doing some of the stuff that people were praising Snyder for.
Yeah.
Like, good lord, like, did you really watch like Superman 1 and Superman 2?
Mm-hmm. All right. I'm done for the night. Tomorrow we're gonna be detracting. I think I'm gonna detract a Grace Randolph video.
Oh
or
my
something
goodness.
Grace.
There's actually
it's not DC. Not DC related. Marvel related.
Speaking of Grace, I don't know what the Twitter account is, but there's been a Twitter account that's been exposing a lot of the weird stuff that Grace has said throughout the years, and good lord, she has said some really bad stuff.
What about what? About what?
Well, first of all, she kind of victim shamed the I think it was the woman that got the R word by Roman Polanski. Like,
yeah.
Like that clip, and I don't know what the other clip was showing, but it's like, but basically, like a lot of this like stuff that like Grace has said, like, good lord, this woman doesn't think before she speaks.
I don't know. I mean, it's a Grace Randolph video. It's gonna be Marvel. I don't know what's gonna be on. There's two things. It's either Punisher being Spider-Man 4, or her takes on the final trailer of Fantastic Four. Don't know yet.
Yeah, it's Grace Randolph. I'm gonna talk like Nemo and Pinocchio from Shrek.
And I don't think they're long. She talked about both on streams, but they're like 25 minutes, so it's not too long. It's okay. I'll just have to start earlier than before, like today. I'll have to start earlier than I did today. Probably like at 9 o'clock Eastern time.
I need Jessica Chastain in a James Gunn DC movie just so Grace has to talk about her. I've noticed she hasn't talked about Grace ever since Grace Randolph won an Oscar.
Why does she need? I mean, Grace Randolph won an Oscar.
No, I'm talking about Jessica Chastain. Sorry, ever since Jessica Chastain won, as well as called Grace Randolph out without mentioning Grace by name, she just has not mentioned Jessica Chastain's name.
No, that's true. That's true. All right. I'll be back tomorrow. Tuesday. Oh yeah. So yeah, my schedule. Like I'll be back tomorrow. Tuesday, I'm gonna watch. Tuesday, I may not stream Tuesday, but I will watch final episodes of Ironheart. Wednesday, I will be seeing Jurassic World Rebirth. That will not be a stream during the night. There will not be a spoiler review during the night. That's gonna be a review video, not spoilers, of course. Okay, but Wednesday, I don't know what I'm gonna talk about. But one of those 3 days, I will go over Ironheart, because it's the last 3 episodes. It's only a 2-week show, and because there's going to be a big reveal Tuesday night, in Ironheart that everybody's been joking about for the next 4 years, last 4 years. I think we're finally going to get it, and we can finally put a bed to rest about this character. Finally, George, we can kill it now. Okay. But yeah, all right. Make sure to like, share, subscribe.